Good morning, everybody. Hello. Today what we're going to do is we're going to make something called a time capsule. Have you ever heard of a time capsule before? Well, a time capsule is a special box or container where you put things in it. And what you do is you think about important things about kind of the time that you're in. And so I'm going to be making a time capsule to represent this time of my social distancing. And I also am thinking I want to have a container that I can put somewhere. Usually you bury a time capsule. I'm probably not going to bury it. I'll probably put it up in my attic or somewhere where I can find it at a later time and look back in the future. So today what I'm gonna do is I've collected a bunch of stuff that it would be okay to put in the time capsule. It's not like a piece of food that would get moldy or water that would kind of spill and get, kind of disgusting. So I had to think of things that it would be okay to put kind of away for a while and things that wouldn't get kind of dirty and gross. But I also wanted to think of things that were special to me right now. And so that took me a little bit of time. I walked around the house, I brainstormed. You can make a little plan, a planning sheet of like different ideas that might be important to you. But the first thing I did was I found a container. And I looked at this container and I thought, this container is very special. And you wanna know why? It actually came from EC North. I had a bunch of flour in here for cooking projects and I had brought it home with me, and then I forgot about it and I saw it and I said, this is good for our time capsule. I washed it out and it will remind me of EC North. So once I found my container, I then went and collected a bunch of materials. And so I'm gonna kind of share a little story with you about each thing I'm putting in my time capsule. It's gonna be very brief. The first thing I'm gonna put in my time capsule is this apple bag. And the reason I'm putting this apple bag in my time capsule is because ever since I've started social distancing, I have been going to the farmer's market to pick up a bag of apples. And this was the bag that came in my weekend, over the weekend. And so I'm gonna go ahead, and this will remind me that I was picking up things from the farmer's market. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this as the first item in my time capsule. All right. Another thing that I want to put in my time capsule is this little tiny teeny mate. It's a teeny mate of a Nationals player. I don't know if you guys can see it. But ever since we started social distancing, my kids have really been trying to help me learn how to play baseball. They've been giving me a lot of tips about catching a ball, throwing a ball, and telling me all about the Washington Nationals. And so I thought, you know what, this little teeny mate, this will be a good reminder of this time. So I'm gonna put that in here. This little penny, and this penny comes from Bryce's coin jar. You guys know I've been using that for a lot of different experiments and different experiences. Like I've been doing estimation with it, I've been counting with them, I've been using tens frames with them. So I really have been using Bryce's coin jar a lot more than I thought I would. And so I just took a penny from it. He said it was okay. And so I'm gonna put this in my time capsule. Another thing is I've been using a lot of pencils. Have you? Well, I've needed this sharpener to sharpen a lot of the pencils because I've had to do a lot of work here at home. So I'm gonna put that in my time capsule. And a few other things I have here. Here's a little water bottle. And the reason I'm putting this in my time capsule is because I've been going on a lot of walks. And this is something that reminds me that I need to drink a lot of water. I always carry water with me when I'm going on my walks. And this would fit in the time capsule, and I have a few others of these, so I feel okay putting this in my time capsule. While we were home social distancing, we decided to create a little ping pong table in our basement. And we've been playing all kinds of games with ping pong balls. And so ping pong ball is gonna represent another activity I've been doing a lot more of during social distancing. All right. A few more items here. You'll never believe this, friends, but I'm actually putting a paper towel in my time capsule. And the reason for that is, you might not know this, but I love to use paper towels. And it's been hard for me to find paper towels, so I've been having to use different items and different materials to clean things with. And it's kind of reminding me that, it might be better for the environment to use towels instead of paper towels. So this will be a good reminder to me, because kind of the new routine I adopted is actually probably a better one. So I'm gonna put this in my time capsule. And I have two more things. This is tea. And the reason I'm putting this in the time capsule is because actually I never really drink tea very much, but I've been getting a lot of tea since I've been social distancing and drinking it in the afternoon, and it's been kind of relaxing for me and making me feel happy. So I'm gonna put a pack of tea in my time capsule. And then the very last thing, might be very funny to friends, but when we started social distancing, I looked downstairs in my basement and I had a box of 500 gummies. Well, apparently I've been snacking on these quite a bit because we only have 10 left. And I thought, wow, I must have been eating these a lot during social distancing. And I want to kind of remember some of the snacks I've been eating. This probably isn't the healthiest snack, so I'm kind of glad it's down to 10. I probably won't buy any more, but I'm going to go ahead and put these in my time capsule. Each of the items in my time capsule has a story, but what I do want to do is I just want to make sure that I'm writing my name and what day it is before I go and hide this or bury this. So I'm going to use, let's see, and I could draw any of the items or draw my different stories if I had the time to do that, but I'm going to write Jill, and today's date is, let's see, May 20th, 2000, this crayon broke, 2020. I don't know if you can see that, let's see. All right. Okay, can you see that? All right, and I might want to take another piece of paper and draw a story for each of these items if I have the time. If I don't, I could just put it in there, fold up my piece of paper, put that in the time capsule. Okay, I'm gonna put this lid on, this very special time capsule from EC North. And there it is, here's my time capsule. I'm gonna find a place to hide it or bury it. It might be in my attic. Another place I was thinking is the top of my closet. I don't go there very often, but it would be fun to dig this up or look at this again in another year and see what I put in there. Friends, your job today is to find a couple of items. It could be 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe up to 10 items to put in your time capsule that has a story. Each item should have a little bit of a story to tell so you know why you put it in there. Please share those with us. And on Friday, we're gonna get to do a class time capsule to remember our exploration of water. We'll tell you more about that, and we'll see you soon. Bye, friends.